What's up guys, it's Macy, and today I have all of these little note cards. There's a lot more. That didn't look like a lot. I literally showed you like 3. All of these little note card thingies filled with questions and assumptions about me. I posted on my Instagram story and on my Snapchat to like slide up with questions and stuff, so these are just the questions from that. So this is mainly questions. There are a few assumptions, but it's mainly questions, and some of them are just like normal questions and some are a little bit more interesting, so let's start. The first one is opinion on riots and are they justified? I am honestly kind of confused about what's happening in the riots because there's a lot of like videos of people that are not actual protesters that are just like traveling so that they can make protesters look bad and all stuff. I think that though it's unfortunate that like property is being destroyed and stuff, it's a justified reaction to the many years of racism and oppression, so it's not really my place to say. The next one is pretty normal. It's my favorite dance style. So I am a dancer, obviously, and I don't know, I feel like my favorite dance style changes quite a bit. I really like, I don't know, I have like 2 kind of that are the current favorite right now, which is like jazz funk almost, where it's really like hard-hitting jazz, and then I like lyrical and like contemporary, those 2. I also really like hip-hop, but I don't do as many like hip-hop dances this year, so you know. The next question is, what is something I regret the most? Oh my goodness. I think that I regret not like not hanging out with as many people when I was younger, because I don't take many chances, honestly. Like I'm very like reserved in the sense that I'm not just gonna like go up to people and talk to them and meet them or whatever. And I also regret not allowing people to get super close to me for a while there because I was just so like worried because of past stuff. Moving on. This one's much less scary. What's my favorite movie, song, and TV show? Right now, favorite movie? That's hard. This is gonna sound so basic, but I like movies that have like iconic lines that I can always recite. So Mean Girls is one, Clueless is one. I like the first Conjuring. I didn't really like the other ones after that. I thought they were a lot more predictable. I don't know, that's hard for me. I like a lot of movies, but those are like the ones I probably have watched the most. Favorite song right now is probably Saturn by Sleeping at Last. I think that's probably the favorite one right now, and Heather by Conan Gray. My favorite TV show, I really like Avatar: The Last Airbender right now. So good. I really like 90 Day Fiancé, Before the 90 Days. Really funny. I really like The Office. I haven't watched it in a while, but I really liked it when I did, and I like Parks and Rec, so those are probably my current favorite ones. This is a weird question. Do you think planes would have been invented without birds? I don't know. Probably wouldn't have been invented as quickly. I don't really know. I don't know if we'd ever like have the urge to fly. I don't know. That's a weird question. Do you watch anime? Thanks, Nate. I wouldn't say I'm like an avid watcher. Like I don't only watch anime, but I've watched some. What's the biggest goal you have in life? I think that it's to just be kind of like financially stable and be able to be happy. Like not when I'm old be like, oh, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done this. Like be content with all the things that I do. Because I don't even have to be like rich for me to be happy. I just want to be like, be able to have money so I can go and do something really fun that I really wanted to do, and then be able to like work to get money so that I would be fine after I do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Debbie said, who's the baddest bee you know? You, Debbie. Do you prefer turns or leaps as a dancer? It depends. If I'm having a good turn day, probably turns, but I'm usually having a better jumps like consistently than I am turns because I'm not really good at turns. The secret's out. Probably jumps like leaps and stuff because I can do like flying discs, and I can do, or like they're called split opens, but I say flying discs. Middle leaps, really fun. I really like middle leaps, and like just leaps because I like normal right and left and all that stuff. I don't like left middle leaps, but I have to do it in our duo with Emma, who asked that question. What's the weirdest dream you've had? There's a lot of weird dreams. I have so many weird dreams. I would say the most recent one is I was dating somebody from my old school, and I don't know why, because there was like hadn't like talked to this guy anytime recently. I think it's because, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, never mind. I was dating somebody that I would never in my entire life date, and it was just really weird. These are assumptions, these two that I'm about to read, I think. Yeah. Okay. I assume that you were or are a teacher's pet. I would say when I was younger, I probably was. I was a lot more talkative, so I talked to my teachers, but now I'm like too afraid of them. I'm not even like afraid of them, I just get really like nervous when I talk to them. I don't know why. When I first met you, I thought you were super innocent. Well, I don't know. I just feel like my parents have always been like straight up with me if I wanted to talk about something. They would just like tell me. They wouldn't be like sugarcoating anything I wanted to talk about, so yeah. If I could be a celeb for one day, would it be Ed Sheeran? No, Laura, it would not be Ed Sheeran. If I had to kick one person off of my dance team, who would it be? I wouldn't want to kick anyone off. I really like everyone there. I'd kick off myself because I like everyone there, so I wouldn't want them to leave. What's my favorite color? I'm really liking like green, but not like enclosed, just like around, you know what I'm saying? Like greenery. I like how it looks in my room and stuff. I really like warm colors like yellow and orange, which is kind of what I have. I have like a collage on my wall and it's like all yellow and orange, so those are probably my favorite colors. I also really like light gray. But I've been told that bright red and like blue is my color, like for clothes, so I don't really know. How many people have you dated? The lighting just changed because the sun went behind a cloud. That's really unfortunate. Anyways, I guess I've dated 2, but one of them was for a very, very short period of time because of some stuff. Where do you live? Michigan. That's all I'm gonna say. How many dances do you do? I attend 11 classes and then I teach 10 of them, so I'm at the studio for like 11 hours a week. Why did you block me on Snapchat? I don't know who said this one, but whatever it was probably a good reason. I've also been blocking people that I added them or something because they're from my school, but then the things they post just don't add anything better to my life, so then I just block them because I don't want to see their stuff anymore. Why'd you get your teeth out? Because they were both baby teeth, and they hadn't moved in like 2 years, and I think I'm supposed to get braces again, and they wanted to wait until these teeth fell out, so then they just pulled them. Who was your first crush? I remember this, and I think I only liked this kid for a day. It was in preschool, and I only liked him. I know exactly who he is because he still goes to my old school, but he like literally just handed me a toy or something, and I was like, wow, in love, but then I forgot about it the next day. So what do you think makes my current school better than my old one? My current school, I would just say a lot nicer people in general, a lot less dramatic people, and I think it was just honestly good for me to have a new start. The teachers there seem to be the teachers there are just like more passionate about teaching, and they care more on like actually helping you learn. Because I had some teachers last year that were just like all up in everybody's business, and I barely learned anything in their class, and I feel like I'm actually gaining knowledge from all of my teachers. And they're really rooting for your success. If you did bad on something, they're like, okay, well, what are we going to do for the next one? And they like work with you personally to make it work. The things I don't like about my current school is the uniforms, but I don't know. I don't really like uniforms. I'm just not a fan of uniforms. They're annoying to me, and I want to wear sweatpants, but I can't. The next few are more assumptions. I assume that you're rich. I'm not rich at all. Whoa. I'm not rich, like, at all. My parents definitely work hard, for the money that we have, but it's not like we're just spending money crazily. We're very conscious about our money, which is why we've been able to get the things that we have. And a lot of the stuff that I have, I bought for myself, because my parents have taught us how to be like very conscious with your money. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't consider myself rich now, but I'm very fortunate to have like what I have. I assume that you're afraid of talking to guys. You're not wrong. Well, I'm not afraid to talk to my boyfriend anymore, but I don't know, whenever I talk to guys, I just get like nervous. Sometimes more scared than nervous, and I don't know why I'm so scared of them. But like, especially when I like a guy, very nervous. I get so nervous that like I try talking to them and like, but I can't do it. It never goes the right way. Cut tons of people off when you left schools. The people off when you left school, like my old school. I'd say yeah. I only talked to my friends Elijah and Laura, and then I talked to like some girls that I dance with from there. So it's not like I really hate everyone at my old school. It's just the grade I was in, like the people that I surrounded myself with originally. I don't know. It's not even the people that I surround myself with, because I didn't choose to be around. Friends of my friends, for some reason, just like did not like me and would constantly let me know that they did not like me, like saying really, really intense things, and being like, well, it was just a joke, and knowing that it would upset me. So yeah. Next one is that I'm smart. So you think I'm smart? I wouldn't say I'm dumb. Like school-wise, I say I'm pretty smart. Like I've always had pretty good grades, like A's, and yeah, it's pretty much an A's. It's only because I like work really hard. Like nothing comes naturally to me. Like I cannot remember things for the life of me. I'm not naturally smart, I guess. Like, you know, kids who are just like naturally smart. Like I can't. I just have to work really hard and like jam before every test to get a good grade on it. So yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm considered like gifted. Like I'm not a child prodigy or anything. This one says I really like shopping and spending money. I've started liking shopping more in the past few years, but I don't really like spending money. I'm very like, do I really, really, really want this thing? This one says that you'd be down to talk to me if I hit you up. If you want to talk as friends. This one says you dated. I didn't. One of these was said on YOLO, which is the one I'm about to read, and I like know exactly who said it because he was the only one out of like the group of people that I blocked that I forgot to block, and then he viewed my story and that thing suddenly came up there, so I know exactly who it is, but I'm not going to expose him because I'm not rude. You brag about how smart you are and call yourself gifted. You're so self-absorbed. Not really. I don't think that I'm like a prodigy. I guess you're referring to my like first video where I said I was in gifted classes. Yeah, that's what they're called. Honors classes are like gifted. That's like the point. But if it makes you feel any better about trying to tear down my confidence, my 6th grade teacher, math teacher, already did that when he yelled at our class and told us that we were really stupid and that none of us were gifted. So kisses. This one says, I assume you hate public and private school. I'm not at a private school right now. I'm at a charter. I would so much rather do school, like homeschool or online, in my last few years, because people at my current school just get like, they're like, I don't know how to say it. People at my current school don't know how to act when like someone else has a different opinion. Like if I really just don't like someone, I'll just block them so then I don't have to see it. I don't get aggravated about anything anymore. But they feel the need to like make a group chat and talk crap about me, so. My friend Dan says, you're Macy Greer. I mean, yeah, I guess. Maggie says, you want to be a cosplayer. No. I, 1, do not have the talent, 2, do not have the time, and 3, do not have the interest. My friend Jocelyn says, how do you deal with hate? Honestly, I have been like, I don't really care anymore. Like, when people say stuff about me, I was already, so at my old school, 7th grade was, like, worst year of my entire life. And everyone was just super mean to me for no reason, because everyone would, like, body shame me, and I'd be ugly, and every little detail about my personality was, like, ripped to shreds. So when people say something about me anymore, I'm just like, that's all you got? Like, I knew I heard a few years ago. If people are constantly, like, text me and just being like, you're garbage, then I just block them. Because there's no point in arguing with somebody like that, because they're so close-minded and they are just projecting their insecurities onto you, because they're obviously insecure in some aspect of themselves to want to tear down you because you're happy. Some people just hate others' happiness, so this sounds like a them problem and not something for me to deal with. You just need to calm down. What's your favorite juice? Because I said juicy questions. I really like cranberry raspberry juice and lemonade and apple juice, so, and grape juice. I like a lot of juice. These are the last few, I think. Why'd you date for 4 years even though you never talked to him? I've never dated somebody for 4 years. My goodness, that would be a long amount of time. I never dated anybody before. I think the summer of going into 8th grade was the first time I had a boyfriend, like a real boyfriend, not like in like 1st grade when you're like, oh, I like him, and nothing ever happened. So yeah, my first actual boyfriend was in the summer going into 8th grade. My friend Jocelyn, the last question, you can probably hear the vacuum, I'm so sorry, but it's, what do I want to be when I grow into a old woman? That's a good question. If I knew, I would tell you. I can tell you what I don't want to be when I grow up. I don't really want to do anything in the STEM field, which is the school I'm going to is a STEM school, so, you know, but I don't really want to do anything in the STEM field, so that's fun. I've wanted to be a teacher for a while, but I'm honestly not sure about that anymore. My dad thinks I'm going to be a journalist. Oops, it's my bra strap. It's fine. Anyways, my dad thinks I'm going to be a journalist. My mom thinks I'm going to be, like, some sort of person who just interacts with people. Like, she said an academic advisor, which I don't think I'd ever be interested in, but she's just saying that because, like, I'm able to organize and, like, talk to people and try to find out what's in their best interest. My grandma thinks I'm going to be an author and a teacher at the same time, which is not realistic. A lot of people think I'm going to be a dance teacher or, like, own a dance studio. I don't know. I really don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm just going to find out, I guess, as I grow, and as I'm able to diversify my classes more on specific interests. I think it'll be easier for me to actually find out what I'm interested in, because maybe I'm interested in something and I never even knew, and then I'm going to take the class and I'm going to be like, wow. So yeah. So those were all the questions and assumptions I had this time. I'll probably do another of these videos in a while. I don't want to do it in like a month or anything, because the answers are all going to be like the exact same. So maybe I'll do it in like, I don't know, like 6 months or something, like when I'm at a different place in my life, I guess. So that is it for this video. If you liked it, subscribe and like and, you know, all of that stuff. Comment video ideas, honestly, because I have some things that I'm doing that I'm already filming, but I don't know. And I want to do something where I, like, bring you along to my day for dance or something, or like my training and how I train for it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you later if you choose to watch me again, and if you don't, farewell, friend. Bye, really rad people.